My discovery shook me to the core. My husband was having an affair. Luxury brand gifts were being showered upon his mistress, all paid for with my credit card. For the sake of our son, I endured silently, but the weight became unbearable. I knew I had to take action. Unexpectedly, the person who came to my aid was the last one I imagined. I am Alexa, 35 years old, married to Austin for a decade. Our son Drake turned 8 this year. With a passion for writing, I turned novelist, fulfilling the lifelong dream. My debut mystery novel found success, leading to regular serialization and a busy schedule. Initially, Austin worked, but he quit when my writing became profitable. For the past few years, he spent his days idly, occasionally gambling. So when he dressed in a suit one day, claiming a job interview, I sensed something awry. "Why the suit?" I asked, catching him off guard. He hesitated before saying, "I have an interview." "For what?" "A job," he replied, a bit too quickly. Wishing him luck, I let him go, believing in his intention to change for our family's future. Yet when he returned at 1 a.m., reeking of alcohol and perfume, asleep on the sofa with his unlocked phone in hand, my curiosity overwhelmed me. I couldn't resist the urge to peek into my husband's smartphone. What's this?" I couldn't believe my eyes. It was undeniable. My husband was cheating. Even more shocking was his affair with my close friend, Ashley. They had been to a luxurious restaurant known for its stunning night views. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. No way. Austin and Ashley. Why? Ashley had a husband too. I had trusted them both. Confronted with this unexpected truth, tears welled up uncontrollably. I tried to stifle my sobs, not wanting to wake Austin. But I needed evidence. Quietly, I transferred proof of the affair to my own phone, unsure of what to do next. The next morning, Austin acted as if nothing had happened. "Hey, Austin, about yesterday," I began cautiously. "Yesterday," he replied casually. "You mean when I said I had an interview but came home late?" I couldn't help but wonder what had really happened. My husband averted his eyes as if searching for an excuse. "Well, actually, I ran into a friend after the interview, so we ended up grabbing a drink." "A friend? Who?" "Someone you don't know. I don't have to explain everything, do I?" "Yeah, you're right." As expected, my husband concealed his meeting with Ashley. His demeanor made it clear he was having an affair. 1 month after discovering his infidelity, I remained uncertain of my next steps. I hadn't confronted him yet. I couldn't bring myself to. If I did, I knew it would spell the end of our marriage. If it were just me, I would have presented the evidence and filed for divorce immediately. But I couldn't bear to take Drake's father away from him. He was only 8 years old. During my confinement to our room, working away, Austin began going out more frequently. Yet this gave me a chance. I resolved to gather evidence of his affair while he was out. Searching through his belongings, I found several unfamiliar receipts. Apparently, he had purchased luxury items for women. But of course, those items were nowhere to be found in our room. I hadn't received those gifts from him either. There was only one explanation. Austin was giving Ashley those branded items. But where was he getting the money for that? He had been unemployed for some time, relying solely on the allowance I gave him each month. He shouldn't have had any savings left. Curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to confront my husband. In the meantime, I called my brother over and asked him to look after my son. Of course, my brother was unaware of Austin's affair, so I fabricated a reason. "Sorry for calling you over so suddenly." "No problem, but what's going on? You said you need me to look after Drake." "Well, actually, there's something I really need to shop for alone." "Shopping? You're not usually so materialistic. You usually shop online." "I know, but today I need to buy something that's only available in store. Can you watch Drake for me?" "Sure, but don't be too late. Drake will miss you." "Thanks, I'll be quick." With my brother's help, I managed to tail Austin. Soon enough, I caught him walking arm in arm with my best friend, Ashley. Witnessing it firsthand was a shock despite my suspicions. They entered a luxury brand store together, and then I saw something unbelievable. "No way, are you kidding me? That's my credit card." Indeed, the card my husband was using to pay for their shopping spree belonged to me, a secondary card I often use. Normally, I kept my main credit card in my wallet, but the secondary card had been left in my drawer. Without my permission, my husband had taken it to pay for Ashley's gifts. Over the past few months, I had made significant purchases for work, monitors, keyboards, even furniture, using that card. The accumulated expenses were substantial. Both cards shared the same bank account, and with my hectic schedule, I hadn't checked the card details recently. It had come back to haunt me. I couldn't believe it. Not only was he cheating, but he was also using my money without my knowledge. My love for him evaporated instantly. I blamed myself for not paying closer attention, but even so, forgiveness was out of the question. I gathered ample evidence, snapping countless photos of them together, before returning home in a daze. For the next few days, I obsessed over ways to retaliate against my husband. Whenever he was out, I meticulously combed through his PC. His smartphone and PC were since making it easy to scrutinize his exchanges with Ashley. Eventually, I discovered they were planning a trip during the upcoming holidays, a 4-day getaway. This is my chance, I thought grimly. I decided to exact my revenge during the same time as my husband's affair trip. However, there was one major obstacle: our son. Completing my revenge plan without Drake finding out about his father's affair would be challenging. So, once again, I turned to my brother for help. I hate to ask, but could you look after Drake during the upcoming holidays? The holidays? You mean all 4 days? Yes, I have something important to take care of. Something important, huh? My brother replied with a knowing tone. His words made me uneasy. Alexa, stop trying to handle everything on your own. What do you mean? Austin's cheating, isn't he? How did you? I heard it from Drake. What? Drake? My young son had somehow sensed his father's affair, despite his tender age. He might not have fully understood the situation, but he knew his father's closeness to someone other than me was hurting me deeply. I thought I was hiding it so well from Drake. Why? It means Austin's actions are hurting you enough for Drake to notice, my brother reasoned. Are you really going to stay with someone who hurts you like this? But if I divorce Austin, Drake will be devastated. Just then, as if on cue, Drake appeared from the next room. It's okay, Mom. I'm on your side. Drake, are you sure? I don't need anyone who makes Mom sad. As long as I have Mom, it's okay. Thank you, Drake, and thank you too, brother. With the support of my son and brother, I resolved to seek revenge on my husband without hesitation. On the day my husband planned to leave for his affair trip, Drake and I quietly packed our belongings. My brother assisted us covertly while my husband was away. The night before his departure, I decided to give him one last chance. Austin, what's with the suitcase? Why are you packing? Oh, this? I'm going on a trip with some friends starting tomorrow. A trip? You never mentioned that. It was a sudden plan. It's not a big deal. I'll cover it with my monthly allowance. My husband exuded an aura of don't talk to me, clearly avoiding further inquiry. But I was undeterred. In a tone rarely used, I confronted him softly yet firmly. Hey, are you sure it's just with your friends? He visibly panicked, his shoulders tensing. Still, he clung desperately to his lie. Of course, you've been quite persistent, haven't you? All right. I understand. Enjoy your trip with your friends. I was going to enjoy it even if you didn't tell me to. Just don't get too carried away, all right? With that, I left my husband's room. Honestly, if he had just told me the truth, I might have considered an amicable separation, seeking alimony and child support. Despite his betrayal, he was someone I once loved deeply. His support had sustained me during times when my novels didn't sell. I didn't want to harbor true hatred or resentment towards him, but given what had transpired, I couldn't afford to be lenient anymore. For the sake of my son and my own future, I had to bring an end to our relationship. There was no reason for me to hold back now, not after discovering his persistent lies. The next morning, my husband had already left for his trip. I opened the drawer and confirmed that he had taken my credit card as expected. Immediately, I contacted the bank, reported the card as lost, and requested it be deactivated. My son woke up and I greeted him with a cheerful good morning. Mom, it's today, right? Hi. The move. We're going to our new house today, right? Looking at my son's bright smile, any lingering anxiety inside me vanished. Oh, Drake, you're right. I've already stopped the credit card, so let's move to our new home. Yeah, I can't wait for our new place. With my brother's help, our move went smoothly. Our belongings, along with my son's, were settled in our new home, while my husband's things were sent elsewhere the next day. As I relaxed in our new home with my son and brother, my husband called. Hello. Oh, Alexa. What is it? Well, actually, this trip is costing more than I expected. Could you possibly transfer me some money? He was probably struggling to pay for things on his trip because I had frozen the credit card. His indirect request for money disgusted me. Didn't you say you were going within your own budget? Sorry, but I don't have any money to lend you. Oh, don't be like that. If you don't help me, I'll be the only one not enjoying the trip. You mean both of you, right? To that, my husband seemed dumbfounded. Ha! After all, you're on a trip. You want to show Ashley only the good parts, right? But sorry, the card you took is no longer valid. You'll have to manage on your own. What are you talking about, Alexa? In the card. Pretending not to know is pointless. You're panicking too much. Because you're saying nonsensical things. I don't know anything about a card. Enough. I already know you've been cheating on me with my best friend, Ashley. What? Did you really think I had no idea? Are you that dense? It's obvious. No, this isn't what you think. I'm not cheating. I was furious that my husband kept trying to make excuses. Not caring that my brother and son were next to me, I unleashed all the anger I had been holding back. Stop making excuses. You had a family and you had an affair with another woman. On top of that, using someone else's card. Do you realize how despicable your actions have been? Alexa, let's calm down for now. Huh? There's no way I can stay calm when I'm dealing with the person I hate the most in the world, don't you think? And just so you know, I have no intention of forgiving you or helping you. You and the woman you're with can go to hell for all I care. Never show your face to Drake and me again. Saying that, I hung up on my husband. Then his mistress, Ashley, called me. Hey Alexa, what the hell did you do? Ashley, long time no see. How's the trip with my husband? Shut up. Explain yourself. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You sent Austin's belongings to my house, didn't you? Yes, indeed. When we moved, I sent my husband's belongings to Ashley. But Ashley is a married woman, so of course her husband is at home. That's exactly why I sent all of Austin's belongings to her house, including a long letter explaining everything. She screamed at me over the phone, her voice breaking. This isn't a joke. What did he do? My husband found out, and now he's furious. Well, it serves you right for having an affair while being married. You're supposed to be my friend. This is low. I misjudged you. Excuse me, that's my line. My best friend was having an affair with my husband, you know. How can I forgive that? Who was rude first, huh? I wasn't serious, it was just for fun. There's no way I'd settle for a jobless loser like him. I don't care whether you were serious or not. I'm about to get a divorce anyway. You did have an affair, and that's a fact. I will never forgive you. I will demand a lot of compensation, so brace yourself. Compensation? What's that? I didn't hear anything about that. Well, of course you did. What you deserve. Wait, I'm a housewife. I can't pay any compensation. I don't care. Either figure it out yourself or beg your husband. Well, I doubt that would work though. Oh wait, Alexa, hey, wait. Goodbye. I hung up without listening to her and blocked her number. Afterward, I finalized my divorce through my lawyer and demanded compensation from my ex-husband and Ashley. Alongside child support, I insisted on repayment for the credit card charges he made without my consent. Due to the debts from paying compensation, Ashley's husband demanded a divorce and she was kicked out of their home. She attempted to rely on her parents, but they turned her away given the circumstances. Now, she lives where she works and does night jobs at a bar. Austin tried to lean on Ashley, but she was furious because she had to divorce him. She promptly cut ties with my ex-husband, ending their relationship. Currently, my ex-husband works multiple part-time jobs and lives paycheck to paycheck. After being unemployed for so long, finding a stable job won't be easy for him. If he ever falls behind in alimony or child support payments, I intend to pursue him for the owed amount by any means necessary. As for me, I'm living peacefully in a new home with my son. His growth is remarkable, and every day is truly exciting. I aim to continue giving him lots of love, ensuring he never experiences sadness again.